My dreams and my old team ran too far. Posted up with the damn.
What's good, AK gang? Today we're gonna be reacting to 2005 Michael Jackson's year in review. Now, if you guys didn't know, 2005 is the year Michael Jackson was found not guilty on all of them bullshit ass charges. So that's a good year. Let's see what else happened in 2005. Smash that like button. Let's get this video to 200 likes. Let's get this video to 200 likes, you guys. I know we can do it. And let's get to the video.
In the last few weeks, a large amount of ugly, malicious information has been released into the media about me. Years ago, I allowed a family to visit and spend some time at Neverland. Neverland is my home. These events have caused a nightmare for my family, my children, and me. I never intend to place myself in so vulnerable a position ever again. I love my community, and I have great faith in our justice system. Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court.
Journalists from every continent were here, such as the global fame of Michael Jackson. It's an operation that's been months in the planning, led by...
I'm gonna say this, right? And I've told other people this too. Michael Jackson has been around children since 1984. That's the first time, 1983, 1984. That's the first time I actually seen him with, like, well, I think the little, he was an adult, but I guess, you feel me? Or not, I don't really remember. But he's been had children around him since the early 80s, late 80s. Why weren't none of the allegations out then? Why did it all start in 1993? That's my question. Why did all these allegations not start earlier in his career? You feel me?
the American TV companies. There was to be no repeat of the chaotic scenes at previous hearings. When the fans caught a glimpse of Michael Jackson, they saw a more subdued version of the man they worship. No showboating, no playing to the crowd, not even the usual entourage tagging behind, just a few bodyguards and a lawyer for company. The judge in this case has set the tone for proceedings. He has little time for the media clamour nor the celebrity of the defendant. For him, this is a criminal case that must be taken seriously. Judge Rodney Melville told the first of hundreds of potential jurors that trying this case would require a great sacrifice. The possible pool of jurors, their identities protected, will be asked for their views on celebrity, on family values, and perhaps even plastic surgery before selection is complete. The trial of Michael Jackson, where fame and allegations of serious crime collide, and where the American justice system will be under enormous scrutiny.
And I'm going to say this before they get into it. Wade Robson, fuck you. Fuck Wade Robson. And I said that because back in 2005, he testified and said Michael Jackson did not touch him at all. In this trial right here, he testified and said that Michael Jackson did not touch him at all. But then in 2013, turn around and say, oh, he touched me from this year to this year, from when I was 13 to 14 or whatever the fuck he said. And now he's trying to sue Michael Jackson's estate all over again. Like, bro. So again, Wade Robson, fuck you.
One of the most well-known and controversial people in the world is in the fight of his life. If convicted on all 10 counts, which range from child molesting to giving alcohol to a minor, he would face more than 20 years behind bars, the end of his career, and the loss of his 3 children.
How do you deal with everything in your life being magnified, exaggerated,
It's not true.
almost to a grotesque
It's like
test?
looking at a fictitious movie because it's fiction. It's like watching science fiction. It's not true. And I know myself. The bigger the star, the bigger the target. I'm not trying to say I'm the super duper star of the city. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, the fact that people come at celebrity. We're targets. And, but the truth always prevails. And I believe in that. I believe in God.
As the trial of the century gears up, Martin Bashir returns to the secret world of Michael Jackson, exploring his pattern of unusual friendships with much younger boys.
Martin Bashir, fuck you too.
A 2-hour special that picks up where Living with Michael Jackson left off 2 years ago, as Martin Bashir takes a closer look at Michael Jackson's secret world.
I watched him deteriorate physically and emotionally during the trial. He lost weight, his cheeks became more sunken in. He just looked like a shell of his old self to me.
I bruised my lung very badly. My lung on the right is very much I'm in pain as we speak. And I've been going to court every day in immense pain, in agonizing pain. And I sit there and I'm strong. I try to be as strong as I can. This is a very difficult time. And to just know in the end I'll be vindicated. I pray because I know the truth. I'm an innocent person.
Last week, people were calling in all around the nation saying, is Michael broke? Michael, are you broke?
That's not true at all. It's just one of their many schemes to embarrass me and to just drag me through mud. And it's the same pattern like I told you with these other people in the past. It's the same pattern. So don't believe any of this, this is tabloid, sensationalized kind of gossip. But this has been kind of a pattern among black luminaries in this country. I'm handling it by using other people in the past who have gone through this sort of thing. Mandela's story has given me a lot of strength, what he's gone through. The Jack Johnson story and Muhammad Ali's story. All these stories that I can go back in history and read about give me strength, Jesse.
He compared himself this week to Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali, and Nelson Mandela. This must upset.
He didn't compare. Okay. He said he went back to look and see.
At you when people take this when it's really not a racial issue.
The point is for you, Jack Johnson, Paul Robeson, Martin King, Mandela, seemingly when blacks hit very high spots, they're in a line of fire. Michael perceives himself to be in that line, and that's the basis of his statement.
It is a different world. It is a different world. It's not just the world of celebrity, but also for Michael, a lot of what's happening to him is because he's vastly different than everybody else.
But is it because he's black?
In part, yes.
Really?
Is it wrong for him to compare? I don't think he was saying, I'm this person, I'm this person. I think what he was saying.
But he's played that race card before. He did it.
The race card is played every day.
What, you don't think he's getting a fair trial?
Has he ever been in?
What happened?
Has he ever been to court yet? Every time I look, he's sleepy in the bed.
This could be a make-or-break day in the Michael Jackson case.
There has been more intense testimony today in the Michael Jackson trial.
We did see Michael Jackson arrive here at the courthouse in Santa Maria.
Big news out of the Michael Jackson case. News that, if true, could mean big trouble for the case.
Did Michael Jackson ever molest you at any time? Absolutely not.
Thank you! And
prosecutors in the Michael Jackson trial are calling their last few witnesses before resting their case.
We are well now into the third day of jury deliberations in the Michael Jackson trial.
We love to be a Michael Jackson fan. We love to be
a chorus of collective voices cheering for Michael Jackson and railing against the press.
I think the press is trying to make this a freak show.
As deliberations continue behind closed doors, the scene outside the courthouse is increasingly tense. Without the daily arrival of their pop idol, the Jackson fans have turned their eye on the media.
They're giving all these opinions. They crucifying the man.
This is more of a circus atmosphere.
Go to hell! Go to hell!
We have some problems with the Michael Jackson fans. They certainly want to get in if they can, and sometimes they tend to harass the media.
But the real challenge lies ahead, controlling the crowd and the media when the verdict is reached.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available.
Michael Jackson is convicted on any of the most serious charges. It's expected that bail would be revoked and Jackson would be taken into custody immediately, where they're already preparing for the possibility of a high-profile inmate.
This is the facility where Jackson will be brought?
Yeah, Dan, it's my understanding that they have a cell here ready for him.
Really? They're already prepared?
That they're prepared.
When you say Jackson will be on suicide watch, as a practical matter, this is the facility where Jackson will be brought?
Yeah, Dan, it's my understanding that they have a cell here ready for him.
Really? They're already prepared?
Check all incoming men/women for spider bites and or skin abscess. What? And the fact that they already had a cell ready for Mike is fucking crazy, bro. That just shows this is a fucking setup. Like, how the hell do you already have a cell ready for somebody? Make that shit make sense.
They're prepared.
When you say Jackson would be on suicide watch, as a practical matter, what would that mean in terms of his cell?
It would mean that he would probably be under 24-hour camera so they could watch him at all times. They would have a log where they would log every 15 minutes or so what he was doing. It's an area where there's a lot of access by officers who would be walking by and looking in, and it's an area that would be away from other inmates who may taunt him.
And eventually could end up at the Corcoran prison, which is the state prison here in California, where Charles Manson and Sirhan, others notorious criminals, are housed.
The jurors had been at it for 30 hours over 7 days behind closed doors when they finally told Judge Rodney Melville they'd reached a verdict. Michael Jackson had an hour to get there from Neverland. His caravan of black SUVs arrived in front of the hundreds of supporters and demonstrators outside the Santa Maria courtroom.
The alternates are coming in with the 12 panelists, and presumably now within the minute, we should start to hear this audio feed from inside the courtroom.
As the jury verdict is read to us, to the entire world, all those people who are watching and listening right now.
We have been told that the judge has the verdicts in hand and is looking them over right now.
Here we go, Jane. This is the audio feed from the court.
Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Santa Barbara, Santa Maria Division. The people of the State of California, plaintiff versus Michael Joe Jackson, defendant. Case number 1133603. Count 1, verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant not guilty of conspiracy as charged in count 1 of the indictment. Dated June 13th, 2005.
And as soon as the court clerk started reading the counts, and it came back not guilty, with each one of those reading of the counts, not guilty, the fans would cheer, and then it would become silent again as they waited for the next count. This happened 10 times. So when the last count was read, the cheers were so loud, they were releasing doves and confetti and balloons went up in the air, and it was almost deafening when the crowd, the fans, realized that Michael Jackson had been acquitted on all the charges.
Then immediately they quieted down to hear the next, and it went through all 10. Clearly now it's pandemonium out here among the crowd members. They are jubilant. Inside the courtroom, we understand from our producer, Michael Jackson dabbed his eyes with Kleenex during the reading of the verdict, and now you can see the SUVs are pulling up, and Michael Jackson will be getting inside one of those vehicles and heading to wherever he wants. He is not guilty.
Michael Jackson himself, the first time we've seen him since being acquitted on these charges, just walking through the court, not an emotion on his face. He still looks rather blank, composed. One can only imagine what roller coaster of emotions he may well have been going through.
As Michael was walking out of the courthouse that day, he was quite subdued. I think a lot of people wanted to see him celebrate. Tell us why he was quite reserved.
Do you know, Tito said, if I were him, I would have got back on top of the car and danced and cheered. It was time to rejoice. I think he was so torn apart and so hurt and so beat up. After the verdict, we all got back to the ranch. Michael went upstairs, he had a sandwich, which was a turkey sandwich, I think, and he put on the Three Stooges.
Download the Domino's app today and become a Piece of the Pie Rewards member to earn points toward free pizza.
The number one collection of Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson hits. The Essential.
Успех принес Мохаммеду много поклонников из шоу-бизнеса, включая Майкла Джексона. Джексон присутствовал в 2005 году как личный гость Мохаммеда на церемонии награждения на ралли ОАЭ по пустыне. Он никогда не отказывался. Я встречал менее известных, чем он, людей.
US-Popstar Michael Jackson. 4 Monate nach seinem Freispruch war der 47-Jährige nach London gekommen, um zusammen mit anderen Stars einen Benefizsong einzuspielen, dessen Erlös den Opfern des Hurrikans Katrina zugutekommen soll. Jackson wirkte gut gelaunt und genoss das Bad in der Menge. Im Juni
Given the heat that's on you and the attacks that you are facing now, does it deter you from pursuing your career when this is over?
No, not at all, because I know who I am inside and outside, and I know what I want to do. And I will always, go with my dreams and my ideals in life. And I'm a very courageous person, and I believe in perseverance and determination and all those wonderful things. And those ideals are very, very important for a person who's goal-oriented, you know?
Since people have risen so high and so far with your dreams, what are you dreaming of now?
Like I was saying before, is to innovate and to pioneer the medium of film. And there's other things I want to do, which are some surprises, things in society that I want to do in the future.
I even hate Mike had to go through that shit, bro. Michael Jackson's 2005 was one hell of a ride. That whole entire trial, I feel like that whole entire trial should have happened way before 2005, honestly. Shit, make it 2002. You feel me? This shit it happened, the first allegation happened in 93, bro. They waited 12 years to bring him to court and officially find him not guilty. And Rob Safechuck, whatever the fuck your first name is, Wade Robson, fuck the both of you guys. For real, for real. Fuck the both of y'all. I can't stand y'all. Anyway, AK gang, smash that like button for Mike, man. Let's get 200 likes for Mike, bro. 2005 was the year Mike was found not guilty on all allegation charges. Let's get 200 likes for him. Let's comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see in October, because I'm recording for October now. So let me know. Let me know what other videos you guys like to see in October. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of Michael Jackson month. Again, like this video, smash that subscribe button, and turn on that post notification bell if you do not want to miss any other videos. And comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'm out. Peace.